And then again, if it's hard to find deals, and if you like the state, you've got reasons to move forward. Okay, so we generally want a $500 spread between PITI and the local rent rate. Let me just make an assumption for the sake of explaining on this deal. Let's say your PITI is $1,000, which is what you told me. If the rent is $1,500, and we generally reserve 25 to 30% of rent for vacancy, repairs, maintenance, etc., those overhead costs, management, we're 1,500 times 0.3. That's $450 off the top. Then, okay, so 1,500 minus 450 is 1,050 minus PITI. You're cash flowing $50 a month. Right, so that $500 rule of thumb is like a barely there number. And the higher the rent amount, the higher that spread needs to be to accommodate your expenses. So even if we did 1,500 times.
No, so let's say it's 1,800. 1,800. I'm saying the number is actually 1,800.
Okay, so 1,800 times 0.3. We'll go with the conservative 30%. That's 540. So that's 1,260. That means if you're paying $1,000 for PITI, after reserves for vacancy, maintenance, repairs, and paying for management, I don't care if you manage it yourself or not, you need to reserve that in your underwriting. Then you have $260 of cash flow.
Okay.
1,800 minus 540 is 1,260. And then you subtract your PITI. These are round numbers, but now you've got cash flow. All right. So the next thing you do, let's check this, is take that 260 times 12. And in a year, your net cash flow, net, whatever they want to call it, pure cash flow, whatever you want to call it, $3,120. That's your profit for the year.
Okay.
Of course, the IRS won't see that as profit because your depreciation on an asset is going to exceed 3,120 anyway. So that's all well and good. Now, what's your entry fee? You said you were going to be about 40,000 to close?
Yeah. So yeah, cash to seller of 3,000, arrears of about 25,000, and assignment fee of 12,000. So it's about 40,000. That doesn't include repairs.
Yeah. How much is repairs?
No ideas yet from the numbers, but I think
I'm going to guess you're somewhere between 5 and 15 plus other closing costs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's, saves 15.
Yeah, combined, let's estimate 15. So if you're 40,000 of miscellaneous, like cash to seller, assignment fee, et cetera, plus other repairs and other closing costs, you're up to 55,000. So now what we need to do is take that 3,120, divide it into 55,000.
Gotcha.
3,120 divided by 55,000, and you have a 5.6% cash on cash return. That's pretty low. Like I said a minute ago,
like a good rule of thumb?
Ideal is in the double digits to 12 plus.
Okay.
Here, I'll put it on my underwriting spreadsheet as well. Have you used my underwriting spreadsheet? Let's look at it here. It's a little easier to use, and I enjoy doing this. So your rental revenue is $1,800 a month. That adds up to a total of $21,600. Don't try to process the whole spreadsheet. Just follow me step by step. We'll get it. Monthly rent $1,800. That's a total of $21,600. So I got to put that here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the number that matters. Now we have, that's an annual total 21,600 minus annual expenses. Now your PITI 1,000. That means we take out taxes and insurance over here because this is actually PITI.
Okay.
See, this was labeled principal and interest, but we know that it's PITI. So it doesn't matter as long as we account for the total amount.
Yeah. Got it.
Is there an HOA?
It's really small. It's about $12, about $13 a month. So it's really small.
Okay. And then we have CapEx and maintenance of 15, management of 10, vacancy of 5. That's the 30% cash reserves.
Gotcha.
So there's your cash flow of 248 because we have the HOA now. So it drops you down a little bit more. And so now let's run through these numbers because here's the entry fee that PACE teaches, all the parts and pieces. Cash to sellers 3,000.
Yeah.
You said 25,000 arrears. How much assignment?
12,000.
Getting title insurance and all that, I'd rather say 3,000, maybe 3,500. Hopefully it's less than 3,000. Renovation, 10,000. Holding costs while you renovate. You're looking at 30 days plus to getting somebody in there. So that's another 1,500 plus utilities, etc. So you're looking at another $2,000. And then any marketing costs, maybe not taking photos and anything like that to get it rented out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just came out to 56,000. That's right where my ballpark estimate on this, on our calculator was going to be. So that's good. So that shows your cash on cash return, right? Because your annual income is 2,970. Your entry fee is 5,600 or 56,000. So your cash on cash return is 5.3. Now, if you could get by with no renovations, your cash on cash goes up. But reducing this number is not the easiest to do, especially with arrears in here.
Yeah.
It's that monthly that hurts. So if you came down a little bit, if it's in good shape and you're doing renovations up front, you might be able to reduce that war chest amount down to 25% instead of 30. And we went up to we're up in the 7. But you got to make a pretty big swing to make a pretty good profit. This is a good deal if you're in it for the appreciation and you don't care about cash flow. But
Yeah.
I'm a little, what is it, bearish or bullish? I'm bearish, I think, on appreciation for the near term, for the next year.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people trying to cash out on the wave that they rode up to the top, cash out while they're at the top.